Good morning, students. Today in this session we'll discuss example number 41 onwards. So let us begin with this example. The question is the order of the differential equation. So here it is a given y equal to c1 e raised to c2 plus x plus c3 e raised to c4 plus x it is. So further I take e raised to x as a common. So e raised to x we will take it as a common. So we left with c1 e raised to c2 plus c3 e raised to c4. X is a common, so we get it as a e raised to x. So this is inside a bracket c1 e raised to c2 plus c3 e raised to c4. It is a constant. We replace it by arbitrary constant as a one more a and e raised to x we will take it. So we will observe that order of the differential equation is 1 because arbitrary constant in the general equation is 1 here. There is only one arbitrary constant. So clearly option D 1 is a right answer here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. It is given that so magnitude of vector A is a 16, magnitude of vector B is a 4. Then we have to find under the square root of cross product is there. Magnitude of vector A cross vector B plus vector A dot vector B whole square here, whole square. So then, so I use the cross product. The cross product is, it is under the square root, it will be as it is magnitude of vector A square because square is mentioned here. So magnitude of vector B square and cross product here it will comes sine square we have to take it. So sine square theta. So now dot product, it's a square we have to take it. Dot product, we know this magnitude of vector A square magnitude of vector B square and cos square theta it is. So further we will simplify it. So we will take a common here. The common is under the square root of magnitude of vector A square magnitude of vector B square here. So we left with sine square theta plus cos square theta here. We left with a sine square theta plus cos square theta. So we know sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Further root of magnitude of A square, square and square root get cancels. We get a magnitude of vector A. And here also similarly square and square root get cancels. We get a magnitude of vector B. Then further magnitude of vector A, it is a given here in this example. So 16. Magnitude of vector B, it is a given. It is a 4. So 16 into 4, we are going to get it as a 64. Therefore option A 64 is a right answer here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is if the angle between vector A and vector B is 2 pi divided by 3 and the projection of vector A in the direction of vector B is -2, then magnitude of vector A we have to calculate here. So here we use a formula projection of vector A on vector B, it is given as magnitude of vector A is multiplied by cos theta here. So projection of vector A on vector B is given here in this example as a -2. Then magnitude of vector A as it is. Then cos and here theta it is an angle 2 pi by 3. I mention it here 2 pi by 3. Then further -2 equal to magnitude of vector A and cos of, so 2 pi by 3 can be written as it is a pi minus pi by 3 here. So further we will simplify it. so it will come in a pi minus pi by 3. It comes in a second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is a negative, so we are going to get this as minus of magnitude of vector A into cos pi by 3 here. Allied angles I have used here. So further, so here it is LHS minus 2, minus a minus sign get cancels, 2 equal to magnitude of vector A, and cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. So 2 transport it to RHS, so we get a magnitude of vector A. We are going to get a solution as a 4 here. Therefore clearly option D, 4 is the right answer over here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing the vectors. They have given it here. So perpendicular condition is, it is given as n cap equal to vector A cross vector B divided by magnitude of vector A cross vector B here. So cross product is, so it is a vector A cross vector B equal to, it is a determinant. So first row is I, J, K. Second row is vector A. So first one is a vector A. This is a vector A. This is a vector B here. Okay. So IJK coefficients 1, 2, 1. Next second vector IJK coefficients minus 2, 1, 3 here. So if we expand it, so we get vector A cross vector B. We are going to get this as 5I minus 5J plus 5K. Then magnitude of this is magnitude of vector A cross vector B. Magnitude of this, we are going to get this as 5 root 3 here. Therefore I call it as a equation 1. Now 1 becomes so n cap as, so numerator 5I minus 5J plus 5K divided by 5 root 3 here. So we are going to get simplifying as, so minus sign will take it as a common. Yes, so simplification we are going to get it as I plus J minus K divided by root 3 over here. Therefore clearly we will observe that, so option B is a right answer over here. Option B is a right answer. Okay, we'll move to our next example. Example number 45. So it is scalar triple product. It is vector A plus 2B minus C. So here triple product is taken as a dot product over remaining two, vector A minus vector B, and here cross product vector A minus vector B minus vector C. Okay, this we get it. So next this will be as it is, vector A plus 2B minus C. So further vector A is multiplied with all the elements here, so we get this as vector A cross vector A minus vector A cross vector B. Next vector A cross vector C minus vector B cross vector A plus vector B cross vector B plus vector B cross vector C. So further we will observe that vector A cross vector A, it will become a 0 because Cross product means it is a determinant. In a determinant, two rows or columns are identical, then the value of a determinant, it will become as a 0 here. So same element, a cross element, we have to take it as a 0. So after simplifying this, so we are going to get this as vector A plus 2B minus C. So further we get a dot product with C cross A plus B cross C over here. Then further simplifying this, we get this as vector A B cross C plus 2 times vector B C cross A here. And third one I am not writing here. So vector C 2 times appears. In a determinant, any two rows or columns are identical, value of a determinant is 0. So this is now 1 time, this is a 2 times, completely 3 times. Scalar triple product, vector A, B, C, we are going to get it. So clearly we will observe that option A is the right answer. So here this is a first page solution, this is a second page solution. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is, it is a cube root of y square root of x, cube root of y square root of x, and sixth root of x plus y raised to 5. So now we have to simplify and then we have to find differentiation for this. So I can write cube root as y raised to 1 by 3, x raised to 1 by 2, next x plus y raised to 5 by 6 over here. So 1 upon 6 transporting to LHS raised to 6 it will become. So y raised to 1 by 3, x raised to 1 by 2 raised to 6 equal to x plus y raised to 5, we are going to get it. So simplifying LHS, we get it as a 3 ones are 3 twos are y square, x 2 ones are 2 threes are x raised to 3 equal to x plus y raised to 5 here. Then we will simplify here. So simplification is LHS, there is no change. In a RHS, y raised to highest for 5 will take it. So we get a x by y plus 1 raised to 5 over here. So further, so throughout this equation will divide by y raised to 5, we get this as x by y raised to 3 equal to x minus y plus 1 raised to 5 over here. So this, if it is a C, we'll take it to LHS this one. So we get x by y raised to 3 minus x by y plus 1 raised to 5 equal to 0. So this is a function of x by y it is. So we take it as a k is constant, RHS is a constant. So if we differentiate this one, dy by dx, so we get this as y by x over here. Therefore clearly option A is the right answer here. So this is a first page solution. So this is our second page solution. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is, Rolle's theorem is not applicable in which of the following cases here. So clearly we will observe that f of x, option B, f of x is mod x. So modulus function is not differentiable. So it is a modulus function is not differentiable at x equal to 0 here, at x equal to 0. Therefore Rolle's theorem is not applicable. Therefore clearly option B is a right answer over here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is, the interval in which the function f of x equal to, so cubic equation is increasing in. Okay, so for this, so we will take f dash of x increasing means greater than or equal to 0. I am going to take it. So differentiation I calculate for a given f of x, this function. So x cube differentiation is 3x square. So minus 12x plus 9 greater than equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation leads to two solutions. These two factors are x minus 1, x minus 3. It is a greater than equal to 0. Therefore x is belongs to, we will observe that, minus infinity to 1 here. And one more is union of 3 to plus infinity here. 3 square bracket we have to take it, 3 to infinity, because here greater than equal to symbol is there. For 1 also we have to take a square bracket. Therefore clearly we will observe that option C is a right answer here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is, the sides of an equilateral triangle are increasing at the rate of 4 centimeter per second. The rate at which its area is increasing when the side is 14 centimeter. We have to calculate. So here x be the sides here. So x, it will represent sides of a equilateral triangle here. So it is increasing at the rate. So I take it as a dx by dt. I am going to take it as a 4 centimeter per second. We are going to get it. Then area of a equilateral triangle is given by the formula A equal to x square root 3 divided by 4 here. So we differentiate this one. So differentiating, so A differentiation is dA by dt, we are going to get it. So further x square differentiation is 2x root 3 divided by 4 dx by dt here. So further x, we take it as a 14 here, and dx by dt, we are going to take it as a 4 centimeter per second. So substitute, we will substitute 2 into, it is 14 into root 3 divided by 4 is multiplied by 4 here. So simplifying this, we are going to get it as 28 root 3 here, 28 root 3. So this option is not there. Actually 2019 for this particular solution they got a grace mark here. So correct answer is 28 root 3 here. Okay, so we'll move to a last example. So dear students, such type of a example, so it comes in a differentiability. So very important, every year this type of a question appears here. The value of under the square root of 24.99 we have to calculate here. So f of x is, it is under the square root of, we take it as a x here, 24.99. So we differentiate this one. So f dash of x is, we get it as 1 by 2 root x, we are going to get it. So this 24.99, it is near to a perfect square 25 here. So in that, so difference will calculate here 25 and this one. So we get a difference between this is minus 0.01. Difference between 25 and 24.99 is minus 0.01. So then I use a formula, f of x plus delta x is approximately equal to or nearly equal to f dash of x delta x plus f of x here. So then RHS we will simplify it. So it is nearly equal to f dash of x. It is 1 by 2 root x. X we know it is a 25. Delta x, it is a difference here. So we have written over there minus 0.01. plus f of x is root x, so root 25 over here. So this we simplify, so we get numerator as minus 0.01, denominator 2 into root of a 25, it is a 5, plus root of a 25, it is a 5. Then we will simplify the first term, we get it as minus 0.001, we get it, and the second one as it is a 5. So 5 minus 0.01, simplification we get it as 4.999 here. Therefore clearly option D is a right answer here. So dear student, in this session up to example number 50 we have discussed. So remaining examples we discuss it in a next session. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you once again.